What up, what up, what's good, people? What is up? What is up? They went from the 4th level of hell and sent us down to the 7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow right here all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. This what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to, I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the Three Kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see Cassie. Get me up in my DMs, I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy. Oh, okay. I'm coming. Sorry. I'm coming. Hold your line. I'm coming. Jesus. Okay. Lord. All right. I'm here. Hey, y'all. Hey. What is up? What is good? What is going on? Whew. What a day. What's good, y'all? Oh, I have guests. Look who's coming knocking at the door. Hey, sir.
Ring. What's up?
Ring-a-ling. How art thou, dear sir?
Now, how art thou, honey? I am doing excellent. Okay, let me fix my camera, child. Okay, we living. I'm
just glad whenever I can have you on now that you damn near at celebrity status and all, you doing nationally syndicated podcasts and stuff, and you doing photo shoots and stuff. I don't know if and when you're gonna have time for us commoners and us lowly folk. So whenever we are so privileged enough to have you over here with us, commoners, we'll take it.
Hey, Montrez. Hey, Xavier. What's going on? First of all, look, that is not even a thing. I'm still friendly neighborhood celebrity gossiper. Okay.
Oh man. Let me while pupils, my wonderful pupils, thank y'all for being here. Y'all go ahead and start on y'all bell ringer activity, which is to hit the like button, share the video out, and do all of the things that you do for your bell ringer activities. And let me take some attendance. Hey Cams, hey Boom, Tracy W, Nessa. What's up, Nessa? What's good, Boom? Tanya, my love, what's going on, Tanya? Good to see you, Montrez. What's good, bruh? Xavier.
Oh, he said
Yeah,
I'm a
bro.
serpent con. Yes,
Who,
honey.
Xavier?
Yeah, I guess he was talking about the photo shoot. Oh my goodness, when I tell you that was executed well, like girl, shout out to my cousin because she's a good photographer. We were going for America Has a Problem. Okay, and we did very much that.
It was cute. No, I ain't gonna lie. It was cute. I was like, that's it for him.
Period.
I ain't mad at it. So we are happy when everybody wins. Like, I'm so happy when my people do good. So I'm happy. Listen. So I got caught up on the weekend. Listen, your girl is not a topic today, but since you're our resident Bob, I can give you 5 minutes of time to talk about your girl if you want to.
We got to debrief
some things and some people. Do you want to address some things and some people?
I mean, here's my thing.
Oh God.
And I don't know if you saw Medusa's live last night.
I did not. I don't know what I was doing last night.
When I tell you I had a prop, honey, I did a Kenya. I had a prop.
Oh no.
I threw the white flag. I threw the goddamn white flag of the chat that was in there nude. Like when I tell you, girl, what are we doing?
Tell Medusa, I'm mad I ain't get the invite. You wait till we get in the group chat.
I thought she was going to invite you too. I was like, and I ain't even say nothing. I could have said something.
Cause I don't think I was doing too much of nothing last night, but drinking. I had a drink. I went over somebody's house.
Medusa live got taken down.
Huh?
Why?
Live got taken down? Oh dear God! I hope.
Oh, girl, I hope she saved it so she can post like the clips. Girl, I might need to text her.
She might not know.
Why would they take it down? We didn't even say nothing like out the way.
Hey Volvo, hey Cookie.
Girl, could have got some of them fans probably got up in
child, you know your people, the Barbs, your people, they are these people are delusional. These people are not wrapped tightly.
When I tell you I had to throw in the I threw in the towel when we talking about dead mothers. I'm sorry, that's just
they actually went to that woman's grave and desecrated that woman's grave site.
What do you mean desecrated? We mean by that?
They went and desecrated her.
They fucked it up.
Megan Thee Stallion's mom.
I knew they went to the site,
but
they were doxing the site,
vandalized the woman's grave site.
Oh my God.
These people are delusional.
No,
they went to the little white boy house and he had to call the cops because they was threatening to kill him.
Oh, they went in the Wonder Bread house?
Yes.
Oh, not Belito, or whatever the hell is his name. Damn, they got in his house. Let me tell you something. And there better not be no colors doing this shit either. Because don't make us not give a fuck about y'all getting hate crime.
Don't act like you don't know who it is. You know it's your people. It's you coloreds.
Oh no, I think it's the white barbs mostly. Let's be very clear. Because let me tell you something. Ain't nobody going into nobody. Ain't no nigger going to nobody black, nobody neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Knocking on nobody's door, knowing that you can get taken out of this dang world. Let a stand base try that. Like when I tell you, I was hearing people getting
the Barbs are that crazy. Do you not know the people that's a part of Barb's Nation?
Let me tell you something. I'm on the outskirts, and at this point, I'm not even considering myself a stan. I mean, I love her, and I will always love Nikki. But at the end of the day, I don't subscribe to none of that mentally ill shit that was going on this entire weekend. And you're hearing it live from me. Let's be very clear. I'm here. Look, because it's giving deranged. I mean, I had dialogue with people that I known that are, because we grew up by diehard Barbs, and I'm just like, not we're making up excuses. Not we're making up excuses. Oh my God, y'all, girl. I'm like, was this how I was? Was I this crazy? Like, oh my goodness.
You know, and I'm a stan. You know, everybody knows I'm a Mariah stan. I'm a lamb. I am a
Mhm.
lamb through and through. I am a part of the Rhythm Nation. I am a Janet stan. You know what I'm saying? The wrong word might get you popped in the mouth real fast. I'm just saying. The wrong word about my queens might get you busted in the mouth. But I'm not at the level of some of these people. I'm just saying.
Some of these people don't got lives. They don't got careers. They don't. I mean, they are really. In
Did
my
you see the people who had Erica Badu on Spaces that called her a bitch and stuff?
Yeah, she said, "Now, you know who the Queen Rap is, bitch." I was like, now Erica Badu need to be taking down a couple pegs, though. I ain't gonna lie though, because she
Don't
really.
do Erica. Do not
Nah,
do
girl,
Erica.
nah, she a little pick me. She ain't a girl's girl. I heard.
Don't do Erica. Do not do Erica. Anyway, I just wanted to give you some real estate to talk to the people about, you know, your girl. If you wanted to address anything, I want you not to have a platform with which to talk to your people and tell them, you
Girl,
know,
this
anything.
weekend was crazy. When I tell you, I'm like, girl, whew, honey,
Oh,
we gotta at
child.
some point we gotta call Ayanla. We gotta call Ayanla because I feel like she the only one
Xavier and
that
Yana,
can
can
do
y'all
it.
go in the members only chat and tell them that we live in the members only chat? I don't think I put it in there. Can you do that for me, please?
Oh, let
Thank
me
you.
share live.
Let me put that in the members only chat.
But yeah, no, we definitely gotta call Ayanla. But speaking of
So
Megan, you know, the Megan Kinkas family is trying to sue her.
that's in the listen. We
Oh,
gonna
that's in the
get there.
dossier.
That's
Okay,
in the dossier today. In the dossier today. We will be talking about it in the dossier.
girl.
Girl. So let's see. Let's delve into said dossier. Where to begin? Where do we start? God of mercy, God of love. Okay, I know where to start. I'm gonna start right here. I have an update on a story. This story, y'all, is it just won't die, y'all. This story, y'all know this will be like my third or fourth update on this story. So when I announce this man's name, some of y'all will immediately remember that this is like the third or fourth installment of this story. Some of y'all, I'm gonna need to refresh y'all on where we are on this story. So Tyreek Hill, y'all, is back in the news. Tyreek Hill. Now, let me bring you back up to speed on Mr. Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill. Tyreek Hill is a wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins. He used to be a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, but now he's with the Miami Dolphins. He's been with the Dolphins, I think, like 3 years now. Anyway, he recently got engaged and married to a woman. Two other women in Broward County say they got babies from him. Now the two babies are from two different women. The babies are like, I think, 8 to 10 days apart. The timeline runs that he had these children during the engagement to his current wife. So when we first reported on the story, we reported that the wife needed to get the hell out of Dodge because he got two babies that he got to pay for, and he done had these two babies while y'all were allegedly engaged. Then they went ahead and got married, right? They got married in November in a secret, you know, like they went and got eloped or whatever you want to call it, where they went away and got married or whatever during the bye week in the middle of the season. So that was the second update. The third update was a week or so, 2 weeks ago. We talked about he was mad because there was a divorce filing at Broward County courts of him filing for a divorce. Filing for a divorce, and you just married this woman less than like 2 months ago.
Oh wow!
After all of this foolishness, Well, so that was the last update. And he was cussing people out, talking about how, because when reporters started asking him about it, he came out and said, "How dare y'all ask me about a divorce? Me and my wife are together and we're happy and we will always be happy." Bruh, we have paperwork right here. Like the people were like, bruh, this is your signature, your paperwork, and all of this shit. Hey, Miss Kiki. So that was our last update. So here's the latest update. Mm. Hey, Spicy Original.
Spicy.
So the latest update is now his lawyer, Gary F. Saletti Jr., has now quit. He done quit. And he done and this is after Tyreek Hill called the lawyer a bonehead for filing for the divorce. Here we go. Let me read this update, child. This is the story that just keeps on giving. I guarantee you there's some CTE involved here. Let me read this. God. NFL star Tyreek Hill has to find another lawyer to deal with his divorce from his recently married wife, Keita Vaccaro, because according to reports, his lawyer, Gary F. Saletti Jr., has called it quits. After 79 days of marriage, Tyreek Hill and Keita Vaccaro are battling with divorce in court over a reported reason that Keita refused to sign a post-nuptial agreement. Put a bookmark in that, because that was the information that we didn't have before, and we were looking for that information. So y'all put a bookmark in that. Even though Tyreek denied the divorce reports earlier, it seems he's confirmed the reports following his lawyer quitting the job. It has now emerged that one day after Hill's live stream revelation, his attorney, Gary F. Saletti Jr., filed a motion to withdraw as counsel for the football player, citing irreconcilable differences on January 27th. Saletti was also representing Tyreek Hill on 2 paternity suits against the wide receiver from 2 former Flames. On the same date, he withdrew his representation of Tyreek Hill in those cases as well. We just talked about the 2 paternity suits and everything. Tyreek Hill and Keita Vaccaro were pictured out in Miami together on Sunday, looking very loved up as she looked up adoringly at the football star who wrapped his arms around her waist. This was Sunday 2 days ago now. Mind you, Sunday was the 28th, the 27th, where the lawyer, withdrew as counsel, was on Saturday.
Girl, this is a mess. What's going on?
Listen. So, okay. So there's our update. Okay. So listen. My question is this. Because we had already said when this marriage was going down that if Tyreek Hill don't get a prenup, he's the dumbest bitch on earth. If Tyreek Hill do have her sign a prenup, she's the dumbest bitch on earth. So somebody was going to be the dumbest bitch. Somebody was going to get the Debo Award, DBOE, hashtag DBOE, dumbest bitch on earth. Somebody was going to get the Debo Award, and the Debo Award goes to Tyreek Hill. Because how do you got 2 women out here saying that you got babies with them while you were engaged to this woman. You proceed to get married with her. You are one of the biggest named wide receivers in the NFL. If not one of the biggest, if you name the top 3 wide receivers in the NFL, Tyreek name come up every time. You are worth tens of millions of dollars. You got multiple women claiming that you are the daddy, and you ain't get no prenup signed. And now you want this woman to sign a post-nup. And now you talk about you want to divorce her because she wouldn't sign the post-nup. And then now y'all over here hugged up 2 days ago. Girl, what in the CTE is going on here?
He a little dumb.
What in the CTE is going on there? I just need help and clarity. Please help me.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking him up to see because he looked familiar.
He's not cute.
Like,
he's not cute.
Well, no, he's not because I had to look at Xavier. I'm like, Xavier, them comments. I'm like, girl, he looked good in motion, and I'm about to show y'all why. Because like when it's a regular like photo shoot picture, like where the pictures I had. Hold on, wait. Like this right here, I was like, no, that is not fine right there. But you know, when like they said on Instagram, it was like, you know, when he like you look good in motion, like when he doing stuff. But girl, no. Anyway, I've seen him somewhere. Like I swear he was in the news for something that he said or did back in the past.
Probably.
I don't know.
He's the poster child for CTE at this point. What do you want from me?
I mean, girl, well, I mean, shout out to that woman.
Hey, Monk Chip Boo. Listen, I don't even understand. So I don't even know who to fault at this point. I really can't fault the Keita girl because, you know, she gonna get paid regardless. I wouldn't sign nothing. I think we're past the point of an annulment. So you can't have it annulled. Okay. If you get divorced, she's owed half of it.
Yeah.
Especially if she got her a good lawyer and knowing that you done cheated on her during the engagement.
These brothers don't know fine. Are these people white? Are these women white?
No.
Oh.
The two baby mamas was black. Now the new girl, she looked like she might be Hispanic. She looked like she could be Hispanic, the wife.
That's the one that didn't the current one that doesn't have the prenup.
Correct.
Oh, you dumb. No, see, and I'm sorry, these brothers they get drafted, they get in these sports and make a lot of money. It's like, oh, it's okay, it's whatever, you know. I'll just pay half. Like, nah, bruh, you gonna be paying for the rest of your life, girl. Ain't nobody told them.
She may be trying. Nah, she may not be. She ain't got a child yet, but mama might be sticking in there to secure the bag.
He better.
Mama done punched holes in all the condoms. Mama done made sure that she done replaced all of any spermicidal creams. Mama done made sure that, you know, listen.
She got her turkey baster ready.
Trying to tell you, she ain't fucking off. Every time he put the dick to the coochie, she putting the clamps down like, get over here, and, you know, bringing it in there. And listen, she's trying to secure the bag.
Because like, if push come to shove, I'm gonna need money monthly for the next 18 years, bitch.
I mean, she's gonna get half. I don't listen, Xavier. You say after 6, it was 79 days to be exact.
Add a child to it.
79. That's his fault. He didn't secure the prenup. That's not her fault. That's him being stupid. And then if he cheated on her or while they were engaged, that's even more. Child, listen. Girl, if she got the right lawyer, she could take his ass to the cleaners.
He better go to Stark and Stark or something. Shit.
That's why he's trying to get this prenup, posting up. I mean,
girl, and the lawyer quitting on you. Shit, you must be he must really be fucking up.
Your lawyer even looked at it and said, I'm not with this fuck shit. Your lawyer, his lawyer looked like, I ain't with this dumb ass shit. The fuck I look like? I ain't with this stupid ass shit. Get me the fuck out of here. I ain't mad at it.
Right.
I'm not mad at it. It is what it is. Oh, well, as we say around these parts, go with God.
Not go with God.
Go with God. In another update, in more update news, we found the Jackie Robinson statue. Remember, I told you the Little League baseball park that had over in Kansas, in Wichita, Kansas, that had the Jackie Robinson bronze statue stolen. All that was left was the feet. Well, apparently they found it. Unfortunately, it's they said that the statue was completely destroyed. They said
The fire department in Wichita, Kansas said they received a call around 8:40 a.m. for a trash fire at a local park. They went and extinguished the fire, and then firefighters said they discovered several pieces of bronze in the rubble, which turned out to be from the Jackie Robinson statue.
Mm.
So let's do a GoFundMe or something. If raggedy ass
up.
Alyssa Milano could try and get a GoFundMe for her son, then why not get a GoFundMe so these kids can have their Jackie Robinson statue again? I'm just saying that's your quick update on the Jackie Robinson.
I mean, are they mad because we taking down all the racist people that be in the parks? No, because this definitely is racially motivated. I don't care nobody saying.
It don't take much for the white people to be
Mm-hmm.
to be mad.
You know, they love destroying shit and colonizing shit and funding genocide and shit.
Yeah. So since we're doing sports, let's get all our sports stuff out of the way. I got quite a bit of sports stuff today. In more sports news, you want some new, Darren? Just prepare yourself for this one. People, please brace yourself for this story. I have to tell you. I have to tell you all. When this is not the easiest of stories to get through, but we're gonna do the best we can. Okay, we're gonna do the best we can. So, in sports news, allegedly, a racehorse has tested positive for crystal meth.
All right, y'all. What?
What do you? What do y'all want me to do with that?
Well, I mean, okay, because don't meth make you more like faster and
as someone who doesn't use crystal meth, I can't tell you the benefits of crystal meth.
Okay, for y'all sit there and say no. I watched the documentary when I was in school, and they said a lot of people in different countries they use meth to like stay up and work.
Now, what I will say, the girls who used Tina, you know what I'm saying, who use meth, they call it Tina. Those girls, they become like insatiable, like they want to have sex 8, 9, and 10 hours.
Okay,
I'm serious. I'm talking about the tops and the bottoms. The bottoms who be on Tina, they want to sit there and get their back blown out for 10, 12 hours by the biggest, longest, and fattest
and they be having googly eyes and shit like
the tops that take it want to sit there because they on nut fast, so now they want to sit and be going and going and going with reckless abandon, giving no credence to what your hole may be going through. I'm just telling you. So maybe it gives you endurance, stamina, maybe extra. I don't know. Let me read the article. Shall I read the article? Because this is what I find. I'm just telling you, y'all got the racehorses now on meth. Dear God help the poor female horses out there that have to deal with the male horses that are. God, let me read the article. Article said a racehorse tested positive for meth after winning a run in Ohio, and the trainer's slap on the wrist punishment has pissed off the people for the ethical treatment of animals, otherwise known as PETA, who is now demanding that the trainer be banned. The horse, named Guardy's Legacy A, was given a blood test after winning a race at the MGM Northfield Park on September 3rd, and it came back positive for demethamphetamine, a class 1 category A offense, according to the U.S. Trotting Association. Following the positive results, the Ohio State Racing Commission suspended trainer Samuel Shilaki for 1 year and ordered him to pay a $1,000 fine. The horse was also disqualified, and the fourth $5,500 winnings were returned. The punishment clearly wasn't enough for the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, the largest animal rights organization in the world, who are now calling for shellacking to be permanently banned from the sport. Quote, the small administrative fine and suspension aren't commensurate with such a serious violation. Administering meth endangers a horse's life, and trainers who treat a horse so callously will do the same to others too. The commission should consider not only the safety of Gardy's Legacy A, but also that of the other horses in Shellacky's barn. End of quote. And that's a quote from PETA's senior vice president, Kathy Guillermo. Listen, let me tell you, I don't even need to read no more. Let me just put it to you like this. Mr.
Man,
Shellacky,
fuck PETA. First of all,
he needs to be concerned for his safety. Let me tell you right now.
Because when I tell you, PETA
is not the one to fuck with. Y'all could be afraid of the mob. Y'all could be afraid of thugs and goons out there selling drugs. Y'all could be afraid of a whole lot of people. The people who I'm afraid of are those fucktards down to the PETA.
Not PETA's worse than Barb's.
They are worse than the Barbs. They are. These are the ones you have on a fur coat walking out the restaurant from eating, and they throwing, animal blood on you and stuff like that. Remember, they had all that stuff going on.
Remember, one of them tried to attack Lil' Kim.
They just be
that shit was funny as hell because Kim was like,
are out of control.
Like, no, let me tell you something. And let me tell you something. I heard something about them slapping food out at people's hands because it was meat. Let a bitch try it.
Oh, they here for it.
I'm whooping your ass and you buying me a new one.
Listen, let me tell you something. Do not think that the PETA people are not here for it. The people of PETA are here for all of the smoke. They're here for all of it. All of it. They are they on a whole different, plane of lunatic. Like, as bad as you may say your people in the Barbs are, they have nothing on PETA. PETA is undefeated, and they've been around for decades. They ain't just got here. They ain't new to this. They true to this. They ain't new here.
They said they grew here. More punishment. I'm like, girl, first of all.
Hey, Tracy. Hey, Abby. Listen. PETA. But here's the deal. So, Mr. Shellacky, I just want to know, were you, getting doped up on the meth and then decided, I think it's a good idea to be shooting my horse up with crystal meth? Because that's the thing that I'm thinking about. Is that the new thing? I don't know.
My only thing is maybe the horse will run faster.
Maybe. I don't. Like, only a meth head, only a whole ass baser is over here thinking, if the meth got me like this, what will it do for my horse? Like, girl, like the meth heads, they are complete base heads and bases. Like, what are you? I just want to, oh dear God, I just don't know.
You gotta watch some people with these horses though, because girl, girl.
Xavier says, I think it was an accident. Maybe they gave the horse some other type of drug and got it confused. Don't you have to inject crystal meth? Like,
it clearly wasn't smoking it.
Girl. Yeah, because I know you can do it like crack where you put it in the pipe and then you smoke it. But I think to give it to the horse, you would need to do the injections, right? I don't know. I'm not up on the use of meth. Like, is this the kind you inject in your veins? Or is this the kind you smoke? Like, what are all of the ways with which you can take meth? Can I get some meth head to come out the bushes? Anybody that knows something about meth? I mean, you can lie and say that you know from one of your family members or friends that do it. Just lie and say it's one of your family members or friends that do it. That's how you know. But can one of y'all enlighten me or how we use meth? Because I know the people who do Tina, I've seen them. They'll put it in the little bowl type pipe thing, and then they'll, burn it and inhale it. Now I've seen that. I've seen the Tina girls, but I thought you could
Need
do
to make
meth
y'all
through.
sluggish.
I thought meth could it could be done intravenously. Abby, they shooting up the horses with crystal meth now. like I don't know what. Maybe they got the horses on meth. A horse is a horse. Of course.
Well, this is not funny though, because this is a animal. This is a freaking animal that does not consent to what we be putting.
Right. Just injected. I don't know if it was injected. I don't know if they blew it into the horse's face. Like maybe you know how people do a shotgun with the weed. You know how somebody asked for a shotgun.
Not Wiz Khalifa. Remember?
I've had friends that who be trying to make me smoke. Be like, all right, E, I'm gonna give you a shot. I know you don't smoke, but let me give you this shotgun. No, I don't smoke.
Then they blow it all up in your mouth and stuff in your nose. I'm like, this is some
girl.
Some lesbian shit. Thought he had to open up the mouth, the fucking.
I thought you smoke it and lace it. Child, I don't know. A horse is a horse, of course.
Wait, hold on. What Xavier said. I think it's the same comment.
Child, I'm not doing this with y'all. And interrupted all the good breakfast. Child.
Peter been throwing red paint on people.
They have. They've been doing it for years. They don't fuck off.
Girl.
Baby, they do not play round. Play with Peter if you want to. Y'all think it's a game? Play with Peter if you want to. Girl, they are some of the original Nuck If You Buck committee members. Do you hear me? Hear
you loud and clear.
In more sports news, now here's the update of a troglodyte. She done went from somebody who we were rooting for, somebody who we felt bad for, somebody who people were giving money to, and now she's a whole ass pariah.
Who?
Mary Lou Retton, famed gold medal gymnast Mary Lou Retton, retired Olympian Mary Lou Retton. So if you remember, she was in the hospital, in ICU. Her daughter went on social media and told people to give to this GoFundMe to help her so that they could pay for her medical bills, right? Because she had, back in October, she had pneumonia. She raised over $500,000 in that GoFundMe. They raised over 500. Well, not over, but it ended up, after the administrative fees, it ended up being $459,354. Okay. So because the daughter was asking people to donate, right? The goal was only $50,000 and they raised almost $500,000. Okay. So come to find out, people started to want to know, well, what are you doing with all of this extra money? And they went radio silent because the people were like, well, if we gave you all this money, are you going to maybe donate some of it to a charitable endeavor, a good cause? They went radio silent, ain't say nothing. Well, girl, there's an update, bitch. So apparently, according to sources, Mary Lou Retton is now under fire because it was revealed this week that she received $2 million following her 2018 divorce. And so there was never a need for her to receive the $50,000 in the first place.
Wow.
So of course,
They gonna
the
get rid of GoFundMe. I'm telling you, that site
the
is gonna
people
go
are
down.
dog walking her, but there's more white people doing what white people do. Because had it been a black person, y'all wouldn't have gave the black person a goddamn dime. But
Mm-mm.
little, oh, America's sweetheart, Mary Lou Retton. Yes, we must give to her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Girl.
Yep. They say that woman had already had money. She wasn't hurting for money at all. At all. At all. They said she had also received money in a court settlement and adjudication that she had with a company. She had to have 2 hip replacement surgeries, and one of the companies involved with one of the things that they used in the surgery, she sued them and got a hefty settlement from them as well, twice, once in 2005 and once in 2011. Mind you, remember she was on Dancing with the Stars. She received several endorsements from companies that paid her millions of dollars from that. So according to what the people are saying, mama ain't need that money at all. And so people are now wondering if her raggedy ass daughter just pocketed that $500,000. Just a mess. A mess. A complete and utter mess. Now I know Darren, Mary Lou Retton is way before your time.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she won the Olympics. I was a little boy when she won the Olympics. Like I was a little boy. I'm talking about little, like I think I had to be, that was 84 Olympics. I was like 5 years old. So she's 56. I'm just saying. Hey, Miss Baythang.
Didn't one of Anthony Amos' daughters do that to him, or the dude from Good Times?
John Amos.
John
Well,
Amos,
yeah, she was out here saying, you know, and he came out, he had to come out and say, yeah, I'm good over here. We don't need nothing. He did come out and say that. Y'all need to do something with y'all raggedy ass children cheering out here. Because some of these raggedy ass cheering ain't about shit. They just trying to come up on their own. Bitch, y'all need to get a job of your own. Get some talent of your own.
Mm-hmm.
And stop trying to live off your parents.
Right off your parents. Like, girl, do
Just
your
a
own
mess.
shit. Yeah.
Just a mess. But that's our update on Mary Lou. Let's get to some of our big stories of the day. Let's get to the big stories of the day.
Okay, come on.
Top story of the day. Well, we got 2 top stories. First top story of the day. The family of Megan Conca got beef with Megan Thee Stallion. Now, we know there was the whole skirmish this weekend between Meg and Onika, and Meg had a line in her diss track Hiss that referenced Megan's Law, right? So the family of Megan Conca, who the actual Megan's Law was named after, has taken offense to that. Let me read. This is from TMZ. Richard Conca, whose daughter Megan Conca was murdered in the 90s by a sex predator who at the time wasn't legally required to identify himself in his neighborhood, and who Megan's Law is inspired by, is fuming over Megan Thee Stallion's casually dropping his daughter's name in her diss track Hiss. He tells TMZ that Megan dragging his late daughter's name into the expletive-riddled song aimed at Nicki Minaj is as disrespectful as it gets from his point of view. He notes that Megan Thee Stallion actually appearing to shed light on the law, which she doesn't change his sour feelings. Conca tells us that using his daughter's name in such a graphic, offensive manner was highly offensive to the pain his daughter and family felt. And while he says he hasn't heard the track with his own 2 ears just yet, he has read the lyrics, and it's still a no-go for him. For the record, the lyrics in question are, quote, These hoes don't be mad at Megan. Those hoes be mad at Megan's Law.
Oh, good heaven. Like,
End quote. A reference Meg was using to take a shot at Nikki's husband, Kenneth Petty, who is a registered sex offender in the great state of New York. They go on to give a bit more into context. The bill that turned into Megan's Law came into effect a month after the brutal murder and rape of Richard Conker's 7-year-old daughter. So understandably, it's a deeply sensitive subject. He does admit Megan's music isn't his cup of tea. So the only way he found out about it was when one of his kids told him. He says he still chose not to listen, though, and instead read the lyrics to the song to see what exactly was said about his daughter. Here's my opinion. In my opinion, I'm going to be honest. It's probably unpopular. My opinion is unpopular. I'm just going to preface by saying that I'm with him. That is his daughter. I am completely with him. That is his daughter, his 7-year-old daughter, who was raped and murdered by a man. And it probably was little solace to know that his family having to endure that atrocity, at least his daughter's name can live on with the birth of this law that, requires people to do that. So, he, like any father would want, okay, at least my daughter can live on with knowing that in perpetuity or until somebody stops this law, they will have to, be, outed as a sex offender, right? So because if you know the original crime, the reason they were so mad was because the man had done this before. He had, raped children before and never had to let it be known. And so that's why it was so I feel like this. If that was my daughter and I probably would be like, I told you my opinion is unpopular. I would be upset. I would say, listen, can you just leave my daughter out of it?
No, I'm looking at the comments.
Don't bring my daughter into your beef. If y'all want to go out there and windmill, fine. I don't care. But can we leave my daughter out of it? Because I don't
want a name.
I don't need my daughter.
Okay.
Reference in that. I'm not saying that he can do anything about it, but is he right to say I don't want my daughter's name used like that? I ain't mad at it. If that was my daughter, I would probably feel the same way.
Okay. So, okay. And I'm not saying that nobody should be mad about this. The family shouldn't be mad about this or anything at all. The comment
just to add one more caveat, I did hear he was talking about maybe suing. That I don't know that I would go that far about suing.
He ain't got no grounds.
You're right. I don't think he has any grounds there. But if he wants to voice his dissatisfaction, I absolutely say, hey, bruh, I understand you because I'll be out here screaming holy hell too. But I don't know that he has any grounds to sue her though.
He don't got no grounds to sue her. I mean, what could that be? What could that possibly be? It ain't defamation. It ain't like hate crime or anything. Like, this is a law that's public. Granted, it got your daughter name on it, but you don't own the law. And people can say it.
Yeah, no, they can.
It's free speech.
But just like people can say it, he can say, I don't like the way you referencing my daughter.
True. And we will take that into consideration. Yeah. Now, my thing is this, because people saying in the comments, okay, well, should they sue Nikki too? Because Nikki said Megan's Law in her diss track.
Yeah.
What about the family?
All of it.
Like Black Empress said, what about the family of Christopher Reeves? I ain't fuck with horses since Christopher Reeves.
If they want to come out and say don't mention Christopher Reeve, go ahead. I'm here for listen.
And looking back, that is kind of messed up because like the way he died. I mean, he didn't die, but
it's easy to say that. when it's not your situation. You know what I'm saying? When
Okay.
it's not your situation, child, go ahead. But when it hits home, it hits different. And everybody knows that when it hits home, it hits different. Like you be like, girl, well, what you mad for? But then when it hits your house, you be like, now wait a minute.
Well,
You
let
know
me
what I'm
just say
saying?
this though. Let me just say this, and I could be wrong. I could, is him saying he's considering pressing charges. Does it look like, okay, I'm offended or I feel upset about this and now my name is getting drawn in. I'm gonna get a quick bag off this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not trying to say, because I really feel like, his daughter, that was his daughter or whatever, but it's like we're in this time where it's like, oh, pay for my troubles. And I think everybody wants to, like, girl, no. I get it. He has every right to be offended. He has every right to voice his opinions. But at the end of the day, girl,
the man said, leave my daughter name out of it.
Okay.
Now, it would be the same thing. What about the father of Amber, who the Amber Alert was created, after?
But see, the thing about it is, though, and I don't know how the process is of like turning these laws into people's names,
because I'm guessing they have to get the consent of the parents,
right? And
in order to do that.
Y'all do have an understanding that this could be this term or this law could be used in any type of medium,
right? And that's why that I know. My thing is, I'm not upset with him voicing his anger about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think that, going as far as talking about we suing people, I don't think he has. I think that's going a bit far. But if you want to come out and be windmilling for his daughter and be like, bitch, keep my motherfucking daughter name out your mouth with this raggedy ass shit. You tired ass, raggedy ass hoes ain't shit. And keep my daughter out your non-relevancy having assholes shit.
Oh no, pop your shit. Pop your shit. Go ahead.
Talk your shit.
Okay.
But sir, you talk about suing people. You're doing a bit much now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But girl, I'm here for it. If you windmilling for your daughter, sir, go ahead and windmill for your daughter.
I'm glad you cleared that up though, because I was not sure how he was even given this information. I've seen that father. He don't look he don't look like he know how to.
Yeah, he said I don't listen to that
Windows
kind of stuff.
2 laptop.
His daughter had to tell him, Dad, they mentioned it. And then he said, I didn't even hear the song. They gave me the lyrics. I read the lyrics.
Look, okay. Yeah. No, because some people were saying it was Nikki. She contacted him.
Oh, God.
No, because it was in the comments in the shade room. They said this has Nikki written all over. Girl.
So... but I understand. Like I said, I know my opinion is very unpopular. People have drawn lines in the stands, and pretty much everybody is pretty much team Megan except for the Barbs. I ain't team nobody because I don't care either way. But anytime at this point you don't side with Megan, then people want to windmill with you, and I don't know.
Even when it comes to this conversation, and I have one of my mutuals on TikTok, Culturally Unfiltered. She made this take because somebody asked her, like, what's your thoughts on the whole opinion? Your thoughts on the whole Megan and Nikki thing? And it's like, I don't even want to. She says she don't want to even talk about it because this is no longer music. Like, people are literally getting in booths saying the god awful things and not even doing it in a clever and type of wordplay type stuff or lyricism. It's just y'all basically saying, okay, you coming for me? That's why your mama dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so like bad, and it's no longer art that we're talking about. It's literally we going back and forth. We put music in the background. We just saying the most god awful things. I agree. The Megan's Law thing was bad.
That's not the same thing, Abby, because the book of Isaiah was not named after. It wouldn't have been named after your son, whereas Megan's Law was specifically named after and for his daughter. So there is a little difference there. the law literally is because of his daughter. So if you say Megan's law, he can't say the law specifically was made for and because of my daughter. So now I'm not saying he can tell people not to use it. He can't tell people they can't use the term Megan's law. But if he says he takes issue with how someone uses the term, he can literally say, yeah, I have an issue with it because I am directly responsible for that because I authorize for my daughter's name to be used for that reason.
Because see, I swear Megan's Law was used before in some type of movie, film, like show, series, whether it was jokingly said or not. But I definitely remember using that, knowing that term, because when she said it in a rap, I'm like, I heard this before, so I'm like, let me look this up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's that. Like, I don't know.
BKZ Empress TMZ didn't bring it to the father's attention. The father said his daughter brought it to his attention. It wasn't TMZ. The father said his daughter brought it to his attention, and he didn't hear the song. He actually read the lyrics to the song. So, yeah. But yeah, the people are at this point, the people have completely lost their minds on all of this. We're going to move to our second big story of the day. Big story of the day, conspiracy theory. I'm going to preface by saying this is all conspiracy theory here. Okay. This next story is complete and utter conspiracy theory. However, since it's in the realm of politics, we will cover it here. Now, conspiracy theorists are out in the open today saying publicly now that they believe that there's a secret plot to have our perpetual first lady have a last minute presidential run and force Joseph Robinette out of the race because there's such contention over Joseph Robinette's running and for fear that people really think that he may not win. And so now conspiracy theorists, and the only reason that I'm going with it is because I went to a couple different credible journalistic websites and they mentioned it and did a story on it. They did say that this is all, alleged conjecture, conspiracy theorists. They all said that, but the fact that they would even mention it on their website made me have to take a moment to look at it and see what was going on there. Let me read a quick little blurb on it and get y'all's thoughts on it. Michelle Obama is allegedly plotting to knock Joe Biden out as the Democratic presidential nominee and run herself, as her husband is in on the secret. This is all conjecture, as I stated earlier. The 60-year-old former First Lady and Barack Obama have reportedly been whispering to potential donors and Democratic strategists are said to be eager to make it happen as concern about Biden's cognitive health grow ahead of his potential re-election, where he's likely to face off with Donald Trump. White House sources say Michelle's takeover is being carefully crafted. Biden will likely announce. Conspiracy theorists are saying that Biden will likely step aside if Michelle Obama agrees to take a run at it. They're stating in the reading that I'm just paraphrasing what the article says. They're saying that if he did step down, he would be citing health concerns, and that would pave the way for Michelle to be nominated and be the candidate that's endorsed at the DNC in August. And that's according to a bombshell report by the New York Post. Um, um,
Okay, well, I got some questions because
yeah, go
ain't
ahead.
it a little bit too late for that? I mean, shouldn't the Democratic, people should already be running at this point? Like, all the campaigning that went on last year and all that. Like, wouldn't that been the time to do that?
Technically, the DN triple C changed how things go in terms of primary.
Mm-hmm.
Um, even though New Hampshire had a primary, DNC technically said we're not going to officially start the primaries until the South Carolina. So those will be the first primaries that will be acknowledged. So that's why when you look at the New Hampshire primary, what happened was they talked about Joe Biden being a write-in candidate because there wasn't officially a primary in according to the Democratic National Committee. So in terms of the DNC Democratic National Convention in August, delegates, each state has their own policies about how delegates have to submit votes. I've been a delegate at the DNC in 2012. And at the DN, no, I'm sorry, not 2012. I'm sorry, 2016. At the DNC, each state, some states, it's all of the votes by the delegates go for one candidate. Some
Mm-hmm.
states it's split where it's based on what the actual primary vote breakdown was. So let's say you had 100 delegates, you may have 70 delegates for one, 20 delegates for another, and 10 delegates for others. So it's split. But at the end and at each, both Republican and Democratic National Convention, they would do the roll call of states. The secretary or the clerk would go through and certify all of the counts, and then they would determine. Now it's already known before you get there. It's already
Mm-hmm.
but then they would say the official nominee of the Democratic Party is Joe Biden or whatever.
Right.
So now, can it change? It absolutely can. If a candidate wins a primary, they can win all of the primaries, but then for whatever reason drops out, it's then left up to the DNC when they get to the especially if primaries have already taken place. Once they get to the Democratic National Convention, that is when they would have to figure out who's going to be the nominee. Now, some states have very late primaries, like Florida. Florida has a very late primary. Our primaries are in August. Some other states but and the Democratic National Convention, I believe this year is late August. I think it's the last week of August this year. So is it possible? Yes. Is it likely?
No.
Probably not. I will say, if our girl Michelle Robinson Obama was on anyone's ticket, please know and understand we are all collectively here for all parts of it. I'm just going to put that out there. Full stop. Are we not all fully here?
I'm here. I want to see some Obamas, honey. When I tell you the Obamas up in there, they did their thing. Okay, I felt like the country
I
was a
am
little safe.
completely here. And if you talk to their friends, all of the people that knew and still know the Obamas always said the political mind of the couple was her, not him.
Mm.
She was the one that was the heir apparent, not him. But because this country
Male
at
dominated.
that
But
time
see,
was
the
not
only
yet
thing
ready.
is,
We didn't even know they was ready for a black president, much
Right.
less a black female president. Let's just be
Right.
clear.
Well, and this one is fully black. Okay, let's be very
Real black. This ain't no black mama. I mean black daddy white wife or African daddy white mama. This is
Okay.
all our all my parents is black. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all.
You know they going to tear her apart, but I feel like she does. I think she does. She could put up a fight. Definitely against Donald Trump. We can't have Trump in. We cannot. Like Trump is going to. It's going to be a fascist country. I'm telling you, if he gets into it, he wants to be a dictator.
Now, let's be clear. Let me first start off by saying Michelle has always said she wants no parts. No, because remember when Obama was coming out, people always wanted to say, well, what about Michelle? Will Michelle think about it? Will Michelle take us? Because they were saying, well, maybe she can go senator first like he did and then make a run at, the White House. And Michelle said unequivocally, every time she's been asked, she said unequivocally, no, I'm not doing that.
Now,
no,
my
I'm not
question,
going into
has
politics.
she ever had any leadership roles in politics?
In politics, no. She led a law firm for many years. She's never been in politics herself. Remember,
only one person was able to be a president with that.
Barack worked for her for many, many, many years. Now, hell, Ronald Reagan went from being an actor. I mean, he was governor of California too, but he still went from being an actor to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm just saying they gonna say some stuff like that. I mean, I know they got Trump. I mean, yeah, Trump was able to be a president without being on reality.
Yeah,
TV
the other side would have no legs to stand on.
But no, they would still try to sit there and say, "Oh no, Michelle ain't got no experience," and like they'll
because television reality person is the person. Yeah, that argument would be lost at once it arrived. Like this to be true, I could have sworn. Yes, Michelle has always maintained she has no interest in a run at the White House or anything. But what people are holding on to, and what people are holding on to by a sheer thread is the fact that this is looking worse and worse for Joseph Robinette. And they know that one thing that the Obamas are always here for is the betterment of this country, making sure that, that we can make sure that we aren't sent into some autocratic totalitarianism and things like that, which is what they're trying to send us into. Let's be clear. The man, after he was told that you got to pay that woman $83 million, said, well, I just feel like any president from here on out should be, immune from any prosecution once they've been president. They should never have to face prosecution at all, like perpetually for the rest of their lives. Like, really, sir? Really?
He wants to have a dictatorship. I'm telling you, he wants.
Oh yeah, we know. That we know. So, but that's what people are holding on to, even though Michelle has outwardly said absolutely no, hell no, hell no, hell no. The problem is
somebody got to do it.
They're right. The choices of who could run and who could win this late in the game is dwindling rapidly. And Barack can't run again. But if you could have Michelle, now Michelle is beloved. Let's be clear. And let me tell you, Michelle is liked more than Oprah was, even in Oprah's heyday. And when I say that is, white people love Michelle, right? Black people love Michelle, but I feel like more black people love Michelle than black people loved Oprah, even in Oprah's heyday. I don't know. It's all conjecture, all conspiracy theory. We could still have mumbling Joe Biden in November election, which doesn't bode well. Doesn't bode well at all. The problem is too, what the Dems are concerned about is voter turnout with Joseph Robinette. Because if Joseph Robinette goes, many people may say, I'm not going. I'm not going to go vote, which is not just a problem for the presidential election, but it's a problem for the down ballot elections, meaning the Senate, meaning House of Representatives, meaning the state legislatures and governors' mansions. And so all of the down bottom elections could take a hit if people are, you know, choosing not to go vote because Joseph Robinette is on the ballot. That's all of the stuff we have to contend with. So the only reason that I brought this conspiracy, y'all know I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I'm not one for conspiracy theories at all. However, I saw it on 4 different credible websites, and once you start to see them on, even if it turns out not to be true, there was something in it that made credible journalistic websites say, let me at least let people know what's being said. So that's the news. Those are our 2 top stories of the day. Krishan Rock is in the news. So people are finally starting to listen to what I have to say. And they are building a case for CPS to come and snatch this baby. So now the people are saying that Krishan Rock's baby may have fetal alcohol syndrome. I'm just telling you what the people are saying.
That lady says the child looked like Charles Barkley. I'm like, oh my God.
She did say that. But the people that broke this down. Okay, so I want to show y'all. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Hold on.
Yeah, they got the face breakdown.
They got the whole breakdown for y'all. They got the whole breakdown. Listen, I said, oh. I said, oh. So, okay. So that's the baby right there, right? That's the baby, right?
Hold on,
y'all see the baby, right? I didn't see this baby, right?
I don't see the baby, child. Not yet.
Oh, wait, it didn't come up yet. Hold on.
Mm-mm.
Did it come up?
Mm-mm.
You don't see it?
Do y'all see it?
I see it on my end.
I mean, let me ask the audience. Chat, what do y'all see it? Because maybe it's just me. Because if y'all see it, that's cool. I mean, I already done seen the picture, so. Okay, they see it. Okay, fine, that's cool.
Okay.
I just don't.
Okay, they see. Okay. So the people are saying, right? That's the baby. So they got this whole picture, and listen, they done broke this thing down.
Dang.
What they said, they done broke down the whole look and feel of a child that may be suffering from fetal alcohol syndrome, and they done drew sketches and pictures and got breakdown and all of this stuff. Now, Janae, Yana, all my medical experts, I need y'all to come out of hiding because I defer to y'all on all of the things medical.
So,
but they got this whole breakdown.
I'll grow out of it, or that's like.
I don't know. And then they put the picture up again.
Oh, girl.
So I said, oh. Now, do the child have fetal alcohol syndrome? I don't know. However, anything that gets that child out of that household, baby, I'm here for. If it gets the child out of this household, I'm okay. Whatever we got to do, save the child by any means necessary. We're like Malcolm X. We have to do this by any means necessary. If y'all got to draw pictures, if y'all got to do carvings in the side of the cave or something like that, I don't give a shit what we got to do. Cave drawings, if we got to do etch a sketch, if we got to, do skywriting, whatever. Yana says you cannot outgrow fetal alcohol syndrome.
Oh,
So listen, if it's got to be fetal alcohol syndrome, I don't care what it is. Please get that child out of this
out of this
household,
woman's arms,
please,
child, please.
please.
And I don't know why it's taking so long anyway. Because I mean, you gonna wait till the child, God forbid, keel over?
I said that CPS was supposed to be waiting in the waiting room. I mean, in the delivery room, right? That they should have had on, the hospital gowns and the scrubs and everything,
But
right
see, the
there.
rules is a little bit different when it comes to famous people, though.
I don't
I've
know
noticed
why.
that. I have you seen a single celebrity person that got their children taken away by DIFUS, CPS, whatever? I have not seen it. They get arrested for other important shit, but like when you do something racketeering, all that, But when it comes to them taking their kids, because at first you got to get into these people's houses. And Krishan house, she got a nice little big house. She probably got security or whatever. Let somebody from Child Protective Services roll up in there. What you doing? Nah, jump her, because she's trying to take my baby. Like, I could
Listen,
just see it now. Like, mm-mm.
Yana, I don't know if there's been any well child visits. The fact that there hasn't is gross negligence by whatever state this is. If this is the state of Maryland, because the mom, was she staying in Baltimore?
Child.
I don't know where Blueface stay. Do he stay in Los Angeles? Do he stay in California? Where Blueface stay?
I don't know where he lived.
I don't know where these people live, but I know she was talking about going back to Baltimore. Whatever state this is gross child negligence on behalf of the state, that you have not gone out there to check on the well-being of this goddamn child.
Yeah,
Now,
they
people's
talk about
tax monies.
cognitive and emotional issues. I remember I heard that video where the child was crying in the other room. That was not a regular baby cry.
Like, now, I've been in the house with crackhead babies, with crack babies. I'm saying the scream of a crack baby is different. I'm really not trying to be funny or comedic, but having had some crack babies in my own family, having grew up in the neighborhood across from two crack houses, were on the other side of the street from me. Okay, I grew up. I know what crack babies sound like. Okay, the scream of a crack baby when they cry is much different from a regular child. I'm just telling you what I know. Child. But listen, the people are out here doing whatever they can. I'm here for it. Please come get this child. Please come get this child. Because now I'm just going to scream gross negligence on behalf of the state that y'all still are allowing this child to be in the hands of these parents. In other news, Really B's favorite celebrity, Whoopi, is in the news. So Whoopi Goldberg. So the co-hosts for The View have a group text. They keep adding Whoopi Goldberg to it. Whoopi Goldberg keep removing herself and said, "Girl, I'm busy. I ain't got the type of time."
Girl, fuck you.
I
And
don't
fuck
know
that
why
group
this
chat.
was so funny to me. I'm gonna just read a quick blurb of this. This is coming from People Magazine. It says Whoopi Goldberg is keeping her settings on Do Not Disturb when the cameras stop rolling. The View co-host, age 68, hilariously pled her case on Monday's episode of the talk show when the other panelists questioned why she keeps removing herself from the work-related group text threads. After Alyssa Farah Griffin sparked the conversation by asking her peers if they had a group chat, Sunny Hostin explained that there was one at one time, end quote. Anna Navarro then joked, quote, Whoopi will gladly give you her spot. She doesn't look at any of us, end of quote. Well, that's what Sunny Hostin replied. She doesn't look at any of us. Whoopi Goldberg then says, I feel like Michael Corleone because I take myself off the group text and then I'm boom back. And I'm like, what the end quote. I'm with you, Whoopi. Whoopi said, listen, let me give y'all the cliff notes. Whoopi said, bitch, we ain't friends. We co-workers. I don't need to talk to you hoes. Fuck you and fuck your life. Listen, that is where Whoopi needs the hashtag ABC. She needs the hashtag ABC picture to go in the group text. Just send that out. Just put that out there. The emoji, the hashtag ABC emoji. Just put it right. A bitch came. Right. The go with God. We need to go with God emoji. I gotta make a go with God emoji. A go with God emoji. Listen, go with God. Listen, I would venture to guess outside of maybe Sonny Hostin, Whoopi probably look at the rest of them hoes like, bitch, I ain't got time for y'all.
I ain't got time for none of you, especially that damn Anna Navarro child. Girl, we talking in circles, and I just feel like that this country needs to. I'm like, girl, I do like Sonny. Sonny, she be getting on my nerves sometimes, but Sonny, she be saying the real stuff, and they be cutting her off. Joy Behar is another one that's been annoying me recently. I'm like, girl, every 3 seconds is a fucking joke. Like some type of like this is some stand up shit. Y'all talk about politics and this and you. I don't know. I just disconnect myself from the View like lately. Like it's just. They don't be saying nothing no more, child.
They don't. But yeah, I found that so hilarious. So fucking hilarious.
Right. I mean, because in real life, child, I mean, there's group chats that I have in my job, child. I'm like, look, keep it. I'll be like, okay, most I give you is a Merry Christmas.
I don't do work group text. I have individuals who will have my number to text me.
Oh, yeah.
And they know, bitch, if it ain't important, you don't need to be texting me. That's about it. Child.
The View ain't been real good since Meg left. Let me tell you something. Meghan McCain, old cankle having ass. Let me tell you something. She brought life to that show, even though she used to be annoying as hell. We need that type of conservative, like, and look, I don't mess with conservatives, but it was entertaining to watch her go back and forth with the girls. And once she left, they got this little yes man. What's the girl name? Melissa Fairfax.
Farrah Griffin.
Oh, bitch, what I called
her? Griffin. You said Fairfax.
Wait.
Fairfax is a city in Virginia. Okay, you don't call that woman. Oh God. Oh Lord. I don't watch The View. Let me just be honest. I don't watch it. I've never watched it. I didn't watch it when Barbara was on there. I didn't watch it when Star Jones was on there. It just never did anything for me.
Star Jones just could not keep up. Like
I didn't watch. I'm not gonna say Star Jones to keep up because it was good. The few times I watched it when Star Jones was on there, Star was good on there. She was.
You know who else was good too? Rosie O'Donnell. Oh my goodness. When she used to get into it, he'd be like, do you think I'm with the terrorists? I'm like, girl.
Listen. I don't know. Okay. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. I'll be looking for it. So
when your birthday is?
My birthday was January 1st.
Oh my God. Wait, did you have a live birthday stream?
I did.
You didn't invite me.
I invited a bunch of people. I think I did. I if you go look at the group
I'm gonna look at the group chat because like
go look at the group chat because I'm pretty sure it's in the group chat.
I'm like, what?
It's in the group chat. Speaking of group chats,
I'm gonna look.
Speaking of group chats, hey Uncle Jay says I used to watch The View faithfully for about 5 years. I can't even watch clips now. Child.
Y'all don't be saying nothing, and it's just it's girl.
Child.
And I think what really did it for me was when their take on what's going on in Palestine, very, very Joy really pissed me the hell off. And I get it. I think what Joy is Jewish.
Yeah.
But like, and then they don't let Sonny speak. Every time they even talk about it, and then Sonny tries to get them together. They're like, no, that's not true. That's not true, Sonny. I'm like, Joy, shut up. Joy don't even be knowing what be going on. She is literally there for comic relief. Whoopi don't say nothing no more because she's so scared to offend somebody and get fired.
Yeah, because at this point, anytime Whoopi says anything, it is, under a microscope, parceled out, and they're threatening her job again.
She knew she wasn't gonna talk nothing crazy when talk about the Palestine, because let they say, oh no, Whoopi's against Israel. She's a freaking anti-Semite girl.
You knew that was gonna go downhill.
Your job would have been undone.
Speaking of people saying and doing the wrong thing, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, oh yes, it's that time. It's time for your sugar spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like. Major sugar spike. So long, I want to fight. Daddy gave me, his only begotten son. Major sugar spike. And shall ever believe. Major sugar spike. They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. The people are saying that Joy is not Jewish; she's Italian. I don't know these people.
You talk about Joy Behar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I can believe it.
So y'all know we talked about the unjust takedown of Dr. Claudine Gay as the first Black and first female president of Harvard University. She's also of Haitian American descent. So many firsts. And they had that takedown of her, of these, just bullshit ass, claims of plagiarism and everything. Mind you, her recommending professor said none of this is true. Mind you, the woman has been a tenured professor at the university for years. Mind you, the woman was the dean of the largest school and department at Harvard University for years. So if there was any impropriety, anything close to plagiarism, you think that they wouldn't have already found that and scrutinized this Black woman, this Haitian American Black woman? Do you think that she wouldn't have already been through the, through the ringer with that? But racist as, bigoted as conservatives, racist as, bigoted as people of Jewish descent, Jewish people like AIPAC and a whole lot of other entities saw to it that she got fired. So now, you know what they're doing now? Now, Harvard University's diversity chief is now being hit with 40 plagiarism accusations in the wake of Claudine Gay's takedown. Let me read this real quick. Harvard University's chief diversity and inclusion officer has been hit with dozens of plagiarism allegations tied to her academic work, including one claim she failed to properly cite her own husband's study. The Ivy League school was handed an anonymous complaint on Monday listing at least 40 examples of alleged plagiarism by Sherry Ann Charleston, dating back to 2009, a decade before she joined Harvard. And that's according to the Washington Free Beacon. The allegations, which include failing to properly cite other scholars' work and not referencing them in footnotes, come just weeks after Harvard University President Claudine Gay resigned from her top post after becoming embroiled in a scandal over charges that she plagiarized the work and her handling of anti-Semitism on campus, according to reports a report which was conducted its which can't even read this. According to a source which conducted its own report and its own analysis of the complaint, Charleston allegedly quoted or paraphrased a dozen scholars without adequate attribution in her 2009 dissertation at the University of Michigan. The complaint also alleges Charleston ultimately took credit for a study that her husband, LeVar Charleston, currently the University of Wisconsin-Madison's deputy vice chancellor for diversity and inclusion, wrote in 2012. I don't need to keep going on. Y'all know what this is about. I should also mention this is a black woman. Let me just say that. Married to a black man. She is the chief diversity officer at Harvard University, the first black woman to ever hold such a title. Yes, she's a black woman of two black parents. Yes, she's married to a black man of two black parents. And the same entities that came after President Claudine Gay are the same entities that are now coming after her, because we see that they're trying to eliminate DEI all over the place at institutions of higher learning everywhere. I got a news flash for some of these people. Do they not realize that Jewish students and people of Jewish descent benefit from DEI programs? I'm just trying. Do they not understand white women are the biggest benefactors of DEI? I just want them to know that the largest group of benefactors of DEI are white women. Xavier, it's not even the problem is, and if I was to read more into it, it's not the failure to cite it, it's the failure to cite it in a manner to which they believe that it should be cited, because she absolutely did cite these and reference these individuals, but because each and every time they wanted a separate footnote for each one. But here's the deal. This already went through an institution of higher learning. This already went through the efficacy process at the university where she taught before, at the university where the dissertation and the scholarly work was accepted. The work was already included in scholarly journals, meaning it is already going through the review process, so that it is combed through for plagiarism and everything. So all of these Johnny come latelys and all of these people, because even the stuff with Claudine Gay, people at the university were saying, what the hell are you talking about? There's none of this. But there became such an outcry, just people throwing things at the wall to see what stick happens over and over and over, where people are like, listen, I ain't got this type of time or energy. Let me just go take my talents elsewhere. And that's what they're banking on. They're banking on people say, I'm not here for this. I don't have this type of energy. And they want their institutions to be back to being lily white. What they really want is, and this has nothing to do with HBCUs. I'm not making any aspersions on HBCUs, but what white people really want is, white people want to say, black people, y'all just go to y'all little HBCUs. The rest of the universities are ours. Y'all will have no parts of this. That's actually what they want.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
They want it to be where, yeah, y'all just go to y'all little HBCUs. Those other universities, yeah, we don't want no parts of y'all there. Those are ours. give them back to us. Get the fuck out of our university.
Now, mind you, did these people actually go back to their articles and physically read them to find the plagiarism and not adding the footnotes? Because were these addressed when they wrote the articles when they were in college or something like that?
There's a whole review board that go anytime you have scholarly journals outside of maybe, because if it's a dissertation, there's a whole process for a dissertation. But when you have scholarly journals or articles that are listed in scholarly databases and things like that, there's a whole board that reviews all of this before a university will release it. There's a whole internal process. Then there's a third party external process that goes through all of that. These are people just grabbing at things. Oh, I think I found something here, and just trying to throw it at the wall and see what sticks. And what happens is they throw so much stuff at the wall that the person is like, listen, I ain't got this type of energy. I ain't come here for all of this.
Right.
And that'll make the person say, you know what, let me just get the hell out of Dodge, which is what they want. Because then after that, after the person resigned, nobody's ever going to go back and fact check to see whether or not the people were wrong. And then it'll just be laid out there as if what the people did was true and right, and it never was. And it's just left there hanging. And so that's what we have going on here. I just wanted to report on that because after the Claudine Gay situation, now we see there's a pattern here. They're going to try to remove all of the black women, black men, you're next. And if you think they're going to stop with the blacks, all of the other marginalized groups, please understand, you're next. That includes Latinx. That includes AAPI. Yeah, everybody, because y'all looking at us like, oh, that ain't our problem. You're next. Danny says, but they don't want to fund HBCUs or allow for accreditation, which is closing. I'm tell the truth and shame the devil. Danny. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Child, let me get to my next story before I get triggered. So if you haven't been aware, a militant group in Iran hit a U.S. military institution in Jordan, and 3 U.S. soldiers have died. All 3 were black. They identified the 3 soldiers today. All 3 were black. All 3 are from the great state of Georgia. Their names are, let me get those names for you. 46-year-old Sergeant William Jerome Rivers, 24-year-old soldier Kennedy LaDon Sanders, and 23-year-old Brianna Alexandria Moffitt. And they were all from the state of Georgia. All 3 were black. If you recall, now this is political unrest that's going on in the Middle East, stemming from the Israel-Hamas situation. And countries around the Middle East are saying, hey, U.S., y'all are funding this Israel invasion. Y'all are giving arsenal, weaponry, monies, funding it. And y'all are funding the death and genocide of Middle Eastern people. So we'll bomb y'all. See how y'all like that. Until y'all tell Israel to get the hell out of Palestine and Gaza. So President Biden has now said, now mind you, President Biden had already begun military, what would be deemed as warlike military exercises, bombing ships and things from other countries without legislative consent. Remember, it's in order to declare war, in order to do warlike things, you got to get it approved from Congress. But your president didn't think he needed to do any of that. He's also on record as saying as he will retaliate at his own timing, which further kind of makes me feel like he's going to do this without asking Congress whether or not he should, engage in what would be considered a, to me, if you engage the country or even just that group, once you start bombing other countries, to me, that's engaging in war to me. I don't know how you see that, Darren. And if you engage in war without consent or vote of Congress, that technically is illegal. And so I got to call that out for Joseph Robinette the same way I would call it out if it was Donald John.
Yeah. He don't know
This
what he's
is
doing,
about to
child.
be a shit show.
He don't know what he's doing. He just, he needed. That's why
he got this wrong. They've gotten this wrong from the very beginning. This whole Israel Hamas thing, they gave full-throated support. They refused to back down. They dared anybody to say anything. People were losing jobs because they said that this is wrong. All kinds of stuff. You got General Lloyd Austin out here saying, don't question us. We will always back Israel no matter what. They have a right to do whatever. We will continue to give them money. We will continue to give them arsenal. We'll continue to help them however they see fit. They've gotten this wrong from the beginning. And Benjamin Netanyahu is one of the most conservative right-wing leaders in the world. But so now we're going to have a whole full-scale war out in the Middle East, and more people will die. More black people will die. More soldiers will die. More people's children will come home in coffins. And your president could have avoided this.
Yeah, when I tell you disappointment.
A lot of people are choosing not to vote because specifically of the Israel Hamas thing. I said that months ago when this first went down. I said, mark my words, Joseph Robinette's stance on Israel Hamas is probably going to cost him the election.
Yeah,
because you done lost all of the people of Middle Eastern descent. That whole voting block you've lost. You've lost scores of Gen Zers. Gen Z wants no parts of the country's stance on that. None at all. Anyway, I'm going to save my other story for tomorrow. The other story is very triggering. I'll save that for tomorrow. Yeah, it's kind of bad, y'all. This is the story of a youth baseball coach who's been charged with raping a child and possibly infecting her with HIV. Mind you, she's 12 years old, and that wasn't his first time. And mind you, he did that while the mother was at the home in her bed sleep.
These damn coaches doing home visits?
Wait a minute. No. Him and the mother were a thing.
Oh.
The mother went and picked him up from jail.
So you already know what the deal was.
Well, no, he wasn't arrested for, child molestation or anything like that. It was for something else, but they were like an item. And he had been we'll get to the story tomorrow. It's a lot. Every time you think, okay, that's got to be it, something else unravels with that story. So we'll get to that tomorrow. But anyway, so that's all we're gonna get to today. Listen. Yeah, it's real triggering, y'all. Real triggering. But those are some of our top stories of the day, y'all. Some of our top stories of the day. Darren, what you got for the people? Tell the people how to find you and all that.
Child, you already know what it is. It's your boy Darren Green. We're at the Darren Green Show on YouTube, the Darren Green Show on Instagram, and Darren Green TikTok on TikTok, child. I just came out with a new video, like I said last live, child. New video, new episode coming out soon. We're gonna be taping for that pretty soon. For Saturday's episode, child. So yeah,
Okay. Tomorrow's show, y'all, may be our last show of the week because I'm out of town. Thursday is a travel day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm out of town in Houston. Anybody in the greater Houston area, Let me know.
Downtown.
We
You better
might
watch it
hang
over there.
out.
They trying to be their own country.
Child, over there with Governor Hot Wheels. I'm gonna go see
Not
if I
Governor
can
Hot
buy.
Wheels.
I can go buy me a vat of Crisco oil and line the wheelchair ramp in the great state of Texas with some Crisco. Push his ass down the goddamn wheelchair ramp.
Dang.
God help us.
Hot Wheels.
Jesus.
Girl.
Jesus.
Girl. You better
Child.
stop it be over there. Like, no, this. Yeah, y'all gotta go. Y'all not from here.
Child.
Yeah.
He's a whole mess. Anyway, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are very much obliged and very much so appreciated. Listen, y'all. Let me see if I can send y'all over to Really Be. She should be going live, right? I think she said her live for 6:45. Hold on, let me see here. Chicken, get your chicken here. Hold on. Yeah, she got a tribe meeting coming up at 6:45. All right. So, but yeah, so we'll be live again tomorrow, y'all. And then hey T Trisha. And then that may be our last live of the week. Because I got a lot going on. For the weekend. China White says falls out the bushes. I'm in Houston right now. The city has been treating me right, but the Texas state legislature is a mess. Ain't it though, China White, child? If you there this weekend, China White, hit me up, let me know. And stuff like that. But yes, child, yes. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all, people. I'm about to send y'all over to Really Be. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We gonna get up out here. Bye, y'all.
Bye.